Good afternoon, everybody. DJ Styles here at Custom Corpses. Okay, I want to address something, and I want it to be known right off the bat that I do not want criticism of other people's masks on my channel. I don't want criticism of other artists on my channel. You want to criticize my stuff as we're going live, and you're welcome to criticize me all day long. I got thick skin. Not saying anybody else doesn't, but I'm just simply saying that it's not right to criticize another artist. I know how hard this mask is, the Michael Myers mask. Right now, I'm hairing a mask. I'm actually hairing a mask. But I know how difficult it is to make these masks. And I've only been doing it for 3.5 years. So who am I to criticize anybody? First of all, I won't criticize a mask unless it's in my possession. I actually have to see it because I know exactly how hard it is to photograph these masks and get them to where, they look amazing. It's one thing to make the mask look amazing, but it's really hard to capture it on camera. It really is. Um, so I apologize out there for any mask maker uh, that has been insulted by anybody on my channel, including myself if I said anything. Uh, I'm publicly saying this because I don't want this going forward, not on my channel. I am not doing this because I will not do lives if this keeps up. I will strictly do recorded videos. The only reason I actually do the lives is because I do want your criticism. You guys are the collectors. You guys are the you guys are the ones buying these masks. And that's another thing too. There's a lot of mask makers out there. We're doing this for you guys. We do a lot of, and not just for us, but we also do it because we know that you guys are really passionate about the Michael Myers uh, franchise. And to get a screen accurate mask is, man, it is so difficult. And it's 3.5 years, and I'm into this, and I'm still learning the little things that have to be perfect. And I end up retooling a million times. I reach out to Nick Mulpagano all the time about, how to do this, how to do that, what do you think, and he's helped me so much in this mask business. I've got all his videos. He's outstanding artist, and I love all his work. I really do love his work. So if somebody's not happy with an artist, you need to reach out to them personally. And if you can't get a hold of them, then I don't know what to say. But you need to let them. And if you got a problem, you need to tell them directly. And you also need to, be nice about it too. You don't have to be real nasty about it. Because it's not really fair that anybody criticizes. Like somebody, let's just take for instance, I sell my mask to somebody on eBay or whatever. I sell my mask, and they get it and they don't like it. What's happening? Wild, I'm just going to call you Wild because I can't read the small print. Wild Archery, I think. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. So, if you get that mask and you just it looked different on camera or whatever, and you don't like it, I'm going to tell you, just send it back to me. Send the mask back to me. I'll refund you. I don't care. But you are going to send that mask back. If you don't send the mask back, you will not get your money back. That's fair, But my masks are expensive. A lot of these professional mask makers that do this for a living, I don't do this for a living. I just do this for a side thing, and I'm semi-retired. So I'm not sure what you mean. My neck here? My neck or the mask neck? I don't know. My neck. I don't know. I guess I guess you're going to have to clarify that. Anyway, my point is I don't like criticizing other mask makers because I'm a mask maker and I know just how damn hard this is to do. And it is really difficult. You cannot, you can't, if you're not if you're not a sculptor, you have no idea what we face. When we live in a 3D world. We don't live in a 2D world where you're looking at a picture and saying, hey, you got to make it look just like this as the way it does on the cover, on the face of what you're looking at. I need a new profession. Oh, it's your opinion, and you're welcome to it. I have no problem with it. This isn't my profession, and I've only been doing it for 3.5 years. So, if there's an issue, like I said, and if you've never had one of my masks wild, then your criticism is very, subdued. It just doesn't. Whatever that is. Okay, Wild Archery. Jim Thomas, what's happening, buddy? I have no idea. So anyway, and I've also found out about the drama that goes on michaelmyers.net. Hey Luke, how you doing, buddy? So I don't really care about michaelmyers.net or michael-myers.net. I don't know. To me, it's not. I mean, I liked it for looking at all the pictures and stuff, but when I started reading all the posts on there, man, so much negativity. You know what? If you don't like my mask, don't buy one. I don't care. I really don't. I don't do this for a living, like I said. So for somebody to comment about you need a new profession, so what? That's your problem, not mine. I'm good. And like I said, I have thick skin. I don't care what anybody's opinion is. Don't really care. So you can say all you want, do all you want, don't care. Don't care. But not to be negative, so I'm moving on from negativity, positivity, and I don't want criticism on other people's masks on my channel. You want to criticize me? Go for it. Like I just said, and I like it. Wild, thumbs up, man. Freedom of speech, baby. I'm for you. 1,000%. What do you got negative to say about that? So, anyway, let's move on. You guys are wild, dude. What is up with this? Hey, I'm 62 years old and I'm damn proud of this neck, buddy. And I lost 130 pounds over the last year. So that's why I got this extra flesh hanging off of me now. DP, hey DP, what's happening? You still love your mask? And that's the thing. I think guys that get the mask, they, DP, he got the mask, and it's thank you, DP. So there's a mask buyer. So DP has the mask, so he's welcome to criticize it. Looking at it on film just doesn't cut it. Really doesn't. You have to see this thing in person to really understand. Like like, I don't know, for whatever reason, in the lighting that's in my studio, it really doesn't capture the colors that are in the mask, the shadowing, the shading. Dude, you're all over the place. I have no idea what you're talking about. Wild, you might as well bounce. You just don't making any sense to me. Whatever. If my buddy Angelo would be here, he would already had you bounced. I just don't have the time for it right now. He'd have been bounced off this channel, and there wouldn't have been a timeout. It would have been gone. But that's okay. When you come back, that's going to happen. But you're okay with freedom of speech. I have no problem with that. But I'm just not going to let you constantly text nonsense on here. Not going to happen. So anyway, whatever, man. Dude, you're twisted. So where did you even come from? I don't know what I did. He said I like little kids. Who are you talking to? Luke? Just really weird, man. So, anyway, I just wanted to update this and let everybody know. I don't have the 2018 yet, but what I'm planning on doing is aging the FB over this winter. The FB 78 is going to be aged to look exactly like the 2018. That's why I'm trying to make the flashback mask look as accurate as possible. I'm actually going to retool that flashback after Halloween. I'm going to retool it. I'll keep you informed, DP24. And I will be aging. I'm actually going to, here's what I'm doing. I'm taking my Night Creeper and my flashback, and I'm going to age them into, both of them are going to be aged into the 2018, then the kills, and then the ends. And then I'm doing a concept mask of what ends could have looked like. Oh man, I'm tired. Yeah, I got up super early. Yeah, okay, whatever. Dude, you already did that once. You already did that once. What do they call you? I forget what the word of that, what they call guys like you on when you jump on. I don't have an opinion. How's that? Wild, you ain't gonna suck me into your bullshit. How's that? Had enough of you. Okay, so Wild's been kicked out. He's been put in timeout for 24 hours. He comes back, he's gone forever. I don't like people like that. You know, racism and all that bullshit. I've got a black brother-in-law who's married to my sister, and I've got no problem with any race. I'm so far from racist. I don't like racism, man. Pipe Master, yo, I just had to put somebody in timeout. One of them minions you were talking about. Yeah, he was racist as all hell, man. Um, I just deleted. I don't know if you guys can see any of those messages that he left on here. I mean, he was calling me the N word, and I'm like, dude, do you even see me in the film here? Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, DP. I mean, it's just, I hate doing that to people because I believe in free speech. But when it's hate speech like that, I can't, I'm not going to, and he was just popping up way too much. Gary, yeah, it was nuts, man. I had to put him in timeout. He's down. He's out. You know, and I think it was one of the Pipe Master. I think it was one of those minions you were talking about, as you call them. So, but I was looking at the drama that actually takes place on michael-myers.net, and it's not. I mean, I love the channel. I love looking at all the masks and all that stuff. But man, the people that are on there, man, they're so hateful. I don't know, nasty towards, like, there's never any kind of like real great opinions. I don't know. There is and there isn't. There's just so much trash on there. Luke Brady. So Luke, he said that. All right, DP, you'll be back. I have no idea. He jumped on the minute I was on here, and bang, just one thing after another, calling me the N word, and he was spelling it out one letter at a time in each message. And I was like, this guy's just doing when what do they call them? When they just clutter the screen with their bullshit. So, yeah, Luke, when did he do that? Spam troll. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what he was. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm just, I came on here to, because there's some videos where there was criticism on my lives, and I just want to make sure everybody stops doing that. You want to criticize my mask? Go for it. That's why I like you on here to do that, because it's you guys are the mask collectors. You guys are the buyers. I want your opinions. I want your feedback as I'm sculpting, or when I sculpt a little bit and I show it to you, and you say, okay, well, this isn't right. This looks a little. This needs to be changed a little bit. I'm all about that, and I believe in freedom of speech. Anybody can have their opinion. Gotcha, Luke. Um, I like to keep happiness and friendliness on the stream. I don't like negativity. There's no point to it. There's no point to it. Um, and to defend Nick Mopagano is, and he don't need my defense. Christ, the man's been doing this a lot longer than I ever have. I've only been doing it for 3.5 years. 3.5 years. Who am I to criticize him? And I've never owned one of his masks to criticize. I don't want anybody criticizing anybody's stuff on my channel. I really don't want that anymore, because that just stirs up a bunch of bullshit. That's what it turns into michael-myers.net. That's what it ends up happening. You know what? I know it is, Luke. It is screwed up, and I just think that it's, everybody's over opinionated. I think I'm going to blame the phones. I mean, I'm 62 years old, so I've lived without computers way back when I was young. We didn't have none of this stuff. Technology, we have too much information. We have way too much information. Some would say that's bad. Some say it's good. Me, I think it's harmed us as a society more than helped us. I really have. I truly believe that. Yeah, so, yeah, he was a troll. So he got put in timeout. What's up, Bradley? So, yeah, I'm gonna be on tonight. Here you go. Let me just do this. I started wearing a mask. And we did the long here. And I got some more rows. This is going to be the next eBay mask. Now, like I said, it looks like shit when you're looking at these masks. I don't know, this doesn't look too bad. I've actually got darker lips on this. The weathering's really nice. So yeah, this was going to be on eBay. That's why I'm herring it. I have another flashback, FB78 right here, drying. That's going to go up on eBay. I have another Night Creeper drying. That's going on eBay. This is going on eBay. This one over here is being aged to look like the Halloween 2. And this is the large mask. This is my brother's. And I have the scuff marks blended a little bit better on the mask. And I still have to put a layer of paint over top of this, so it's not so it looks drawn right now. It has to be blended. So, and these are really nice. I mean, I'm really happy with my paint process. I do like it. It's a lot more than there's a lot more that goes into my painting, and I do mainly airbrush with some other techniques that I use. Now you see the cracks, they're being filled in, but that's just a light, it's a process that I do with sometimes pencil, sometimes charcoal. What's up, Slipknot? I can't remember his name now. I just took him off. It was Luke. Oh, no, that wasn't Luke. Luke, what was the guy's name? Anybody catch it on here? Because I blocked him. I took him off. Put him in 24-hour timeout. He comes back. I want to block him for good. I did report him too as being hate speech, because he was racist, extremely racist, and saying racist things on here. So I'm like, Wild Archery, that's it. Luke got it. Pipe Master, his name was Wild Archery. Look him up. I don't know what he's about. Do me a favor, look into him, Pipe Master, if you get a chance. All of you guys, look into him. See what I reported him as hate speech. And I also put him in timeout for 24 hours, only because I didn't see another button that said, block him, because I would have blocked him, because he just went overboard, way overboard. John Hayes, what's happening? Oh yeah, I mean that's the whole thing, and it's why I let everybody say their piece on here, because I believe in freedom of speech. I really do. I believe in the Constitution. I believe in everything that's. I just feel that this guy was just getting out of hand. He was just doing too much. It was hate speech, pure hate. Brady, dude. I'll just power. Look, he was spelling the N word piece by piece. Yes, I know. It was just nuts. It was just nuts. A minion, as Pipe Master would call them. They're minions. And it's funny. I think that because of a couple things that took place on my channel, those minions have come after my channel. And I'll just keep blocking them. That's all I'm going to do. If that's the way it's going to be, they'll get blocked. And then they won't be able to get on. I'll report them. I'm not playing games with these people. Okay, well, this one here is aged to look like the Halloween 2. Michael Myers. That's my brother's favorite mask. His version is Halloween 2, and he's big, so he's 6'6". My brother plays Michael Myers, and so now it's still got some. The painting is not done on this. You're seeing like it's really, you see all this scuffing and everything. A light paint goes over top of this area yet, so it just seals it. But more paint goes over top of where the cracks are, even the eyebrows. Prop Guru, I'm doing great. Every day's a good day. I'm herring a mask right now, and this is going to go up on eBay probably about 7 or 8 o'clock tonight. Once I get it styled, hopefully I can get this done in time, so it may have to sit one more day. But I've got another flashback going to be painted later on today. Another FB 78 right there. And I have another Night Creeper right there. I'm making up, and I'm probably going to pour up a couple more masks today. I've got my molds right here. I'm going to pour up a few more masks. I'm going to do the Night Creeper 24, another 24, and I'm going to do another flashback. So I'll have 1, 2 flashbacks ready to go on eBay as they sell, if they sell. And I'll have 2 Night Creepers ready to go. Well, this Night Creeper is almost ready to go right here. This is the small. I don't make the big one unless it's in order only. Prop Guru. Yeah, that's a really cool name. I agree. Cool name, man. Yeah, so this is the Night Creeper large, but it's going to be the paint scheme is going to be for the Halloween 1981 Part 2. And I actually have the real hair that, now see, you can see the different color. This hair here is actually camel hair. This is what's going on that mask. So the camel hair is actually going to go on that mask. And that's what was on the original mask, was camel hair. At least that's the opinions that I've heard, several on. The original 1978 mask, the Captain Kirk, was camel hair that they used. Yeah, that guy was nuts. So I took him off the channel. I took him out. He's done for 24 hours. And hold on, I'm just trying to get comfy here. But I came on here to notify everybody pretty much that I don't want any criticism, other mask makers, anybody else. If you guys want to criticize me, go for it on my channel. I just don't want to make a bunch of enemies out there with the mask community, because one, I know how difficult it is to make masks, and then having negativity on your channel can really ruin your channel. And so regardless of our opinions, I get it. I just don't want to entice that on the channel. If there's an issue you guys have with any artist out there, I would say go out there and reach out to them and find out exactly, you know. Do you make Jason human mask and the hockey mask? No, not yet. I haven't. I've been just tackling the Michael Myers for the last 3.5 years. And it took a while to get this guy down to a science. It's not an easy mask to do. It's really difficult. You know, the lips on here are amazing. I love the lips on this. Really, really nice. So if you're looking down, it's got that little bump out right here. That's the way it's supposed to be, the bump out right here. And when they're straight on, that's what they look like. It even has the bubble in the corner of the mouth. The nose is really dirty. I did extra weathering on this one that's going on eBay. A little extra heavier weathering. So what do you guys think of this this night creeper here? Do you like it? Do you like it? Prop Guru, thank you so much. It's perfect, and I think this is going to be this is going to sell as well. This one's not for sale. That one there is my brother's. I just have to, I'm taking my time with the painting because I got to get this right. I want to make sure that this looks a lot like the original 81 Halloween 2 version. I can zoom into the little details. I still got all that darkening in here that has to be blended. You see this little shadowing that's down here, that gets blended. See, it's actually in here. Like if you look in here on this mask, it's there, but it's painted into, so it's blended in, so you don't really see it too well. It's all underneath. The color, all the dark shadows are all underneath of the areas. And the texturing of this mask is really nice. You can see the detail as I'm zoomed in really close to the texture. And the mask is really soft. Soft. I'm just barely squeezing that. And the thickness is perfect. It's about an 1/8 inch. Hold on. About an 1/8 inch. Holds its shape really well. As you can see, there's nothing inside of this. Hold on, let me zoom back out. There's nothing inside of this. You know, it's got this foam up here while I'm working on it, but it's real soft and pliable. It's not stiff. So if you make the mask too thin, then it doesn't hold its shape. If you make the mask too thick, then it becomes stiff and very hard and uncomfortable to wear. So you're overhauling a set of shamrock masks. Somebody asked me if I'd make shamrock masks, and I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of artists out there that I'm not a real big fan of the Halloween 3 movie, and my reason is plain and simple. I was so pissed off when I went to see that movie because I was one of those people. I was young. I think I was, 17, 18 years old. We were looking for Michael Myers, and we're getting halfway through the movie, and it's like, when is Michael Myers going to be part of this movie? Because they really misled you with the advertisement. They really did. The advertisement for Halloween 3 was so misleading. And then when you went to the theater and you're waiting for Michael Myers, and all of a sudden, I think it was in like a hospital room or whatever, the camera goes up to the TV that was in the room, and all of a sudden you're seeing Michael Myers' movie on the TV, and you realized, son of a bitch, I feel like I was scammed. And I know the movie's good. It's not a bad movie, but it pissed us off so much. So I'm kind of like, you know what? Screw this. I'll never do anything with Michael. That Halloween 3, I felt like I was screwed when I went to the theater waiting for Michael Myers, and boy, were we disappointed. So yes, John Hayes. You have to. You always have to account for low lighting, and this is why. Let me just give you guys my opinion on how to paint a mask. The shadowing you want there, because even in broad daylight, you still want those shadows in place. You want those natural shadows in place. But you want your features to pop, like the bridge of the nose, like the cheeks, they have to pop, all right? The chin has to pop, the lower lip pops just a little bit right on the outside of it so you can see it, but you want these darker. And you can see the shadowing into the corner of the mouth here that reveals the muscle in the lip. There's a muscle inside the lip, and you can see it just a little bit going up into here. These are the little things that people don't realize, that when we make these masks. DP24, he's back. Cool. So I'm talking about yeah, and the thing is, if your features are in the mask, prop guru, those shadows are going to naturally come out in daylight. As you can see, like my shadowing in here is not real, and I got a light beaming right. See how I got the light hitting that? You see the shadowing in my hands? I got the light hitting this, and it's causing a little bit of shadowing. But you can see, if I looked at right into the light, you barely see any shading inside that cheek. The line right here, meaning right in here. You see, you think there's a lot there, and all of a sudden there it is in its shadow. See, there's a little bit more weathering up in here, but that's the eye area. I always put a weathering underneath the eye cut. It just looks so much more evil. It really does give it that look. The nose is perfectly dirty. You can actually see. Nope, I'm sorry. This is weathered to look like the. You see how the scratching look of the weathered nose. I'm really close. When you get real close, it narrows everything down. Yes. This is half airbrush, and I would say 75% airbrush and 25% brushing techniques. How can I say that? I do like airbrushing. Yeah, dry brush, that's right. I couldn't remember the name of it. Yes, there's some dry brushing in here as well. But the dry brush I use a brush that's really, really fine. So you don't see any brush marks. You don't see any brush strokes at all. Oh, I use a cheap airbrush, DP24. I'll show you what I use. You're going to die when you see this. And the reason why is because when you're airbrushing latex paint will clog a good airbrush. You cannot use latex paint. At least I haven't had any luck using an airbrush, expensive airbrush. It has to be gravity fed. All right. It has to be gravity fed. No, siphon fed. I'm sorry, not gravity. Has to be siphon fed. God damn it. Oh, I took that off. But this is the little airbrush that I use. A little cheap airbrush. And it's a siphon airbrush. That's the only way I have not had any luck doing any other the airbrush. I mean, I have several airbrushes. I've got a couple really good ones too. Let me see, where's it at? Let me pull them up. Which one's which? I think this is the one. Like, I have this airbrush. I love this Trigger airbrush. It's a Neo. I love this airbrush. Because I didn't have the experience with airbrush. I'm getting better with airbrush now. And I'm probably going to have a hard time with this because I've gotten used to that top trigger and the flow of the paint. But I'm getting better at it. It just takes a lot of practice. Airbrushing is not easy either. I have a couple other ones. I have another small Neo. Let me see. And I got the cheap ones from, which they don't make this anymore. You see this airbrush here? This one's really awesome. I got these at Harbor Freight. And I'm glad I bought them because they completely stopped carrying them. They don't carry them anymore. I probably have to look them up to get them. And then there's this airbrush that I have. What Halloween part? Okay, hold on, you got me. Are you asking about my Night Creeper, John Hayes? My Night Creeper, I'll tell you what it really looks a lot like more than any other mask. It looks like the cover art mask of the original Halloween 4 and 5. Halloween 4 and 5. It looks like the cover art mask, but only smoother and not. I don't like the lips that are on that cover art mask. I wanted to go with the original lips, so I stuck with the original lips, which is the same kind of lips that they used for the flashback mask. The brow and the scowl, that is the scowl here, this V scowl is literally just like the William Shatner life cast, identical to it almost. But this is a combination mask I made. This is made, I mean, it's hard to see it because I'm so close to it. If I'm 6 feet away, it shows its real shape. I got to get further away. I'm still too close. That's the problem. If you're real close, watch how narrow the face gets. You can't. It doesn't grab the true look of the mask. Anyway. So, I'd say this is a combination mask of the original 1978, 81. 81, it doesn't really represent 81 too much. It really doesn't. I would say 78 and the and the Halloween 4 and 5 poster art. That's what I think this really looks like more than. Okay, hold on. Let me read this. Trying to catch up to you guys. There's a 3D printed image of Jason Voorhees, which can be seen on a vinyl record containing the scores from part 1, 2, and 3. His hockey mask has purple chevrons, holes in different places, triangular nose, deep beveled eye holes. This mask would look awesome in real life. Well, Slipknot, my email is djstyles with 3 Y's, djstyyyles@gmail.com. Send me a picture of what you're talking about. Maybe we'll make that mask over the winter. Maybe we can make that mask over the winter. All right, Prop Guru, get back to work, brother. I got to get back to hairing this mask, too. I just want to come on here and basically let everybody know that I don't want any negativity on other mask makers. You can criticize me all day long. I don't care. But I don't want anybody bashing my masks or bashing other people's masks. I don't care about mine. I'm still learning. Got thick skin. Yeah, I'm going to try and get it up there tomorrow. My eBay is under Custom Corpses. Custom Corpses. Look up Custom Corpses. I think it's Custom Corpses 444. I don't know. Just Custom Corpses. You look at it, do that all one word or separate Custom Corpses. Now, when I say Custom Corpses, it's C-O-R-P, C-U-S-T-O-M, C-O-R-P-S-E-S. All right. A lot of people put Custom Corpse, and it's not. No, it's Custom Corpses. Yeah, look me up, and also if you guys are on the Facebook, yes, I'm going to do a 1981 Halloween too, and I'm probably going to use this sculpture to take me to it. Pipe Master's back, yeah, man. So go on my Facebook under John Hickman, in parentheses DJ Styles with 2 Y's, and look me up there. I have a link on my page that will take you to every place that you can reach me. It's really cool. I got a buddy of mine that's doing all this stuff for me to get my social media under, getting it really good. So yeah, this lighting in here sucks, man. It really makes that mask look so white. And this one here, it's actually darker than what it actually is. That's my brother's mask. Oh, Pipe Master, you asked about the... Oh, I use Justin Mayberry's... hold on, I'll tell you exactly what I get. You want to know what kind of paint I use? We use the good stuff. We don't play around with cheap junk. We use nightshades. Fright White is what I'm using for my... We use good paints. All right, now the reason why, here's what it is. I use the Fright White, and then I have to thin it out because you can't airbrush this right the way it is. So I thin it out with distilled water, which I have up here, 2 bottles left, and I thin out the Fright White, and you'll have to look up a video on how to thin out airbrush paint if you don't already know how to do it. But I use... I just think that, and Pipe Master was the one that turned me on to this paint, and there's just something about the paint that's so smooth and creamy, and even if I took acrylic paint, like they show you how to make good acrylic latex paint. So you just take mask latex and add acrylic paint to it, and use that with very little water to thin it out. But the problem is it doesn't give you that smooth texture. Like the texture of the paint after it's done, it just blends so beautifully. I don't know what they do with this paint here, but there is a night and day difference in quality, even with just using acrylic and mask latex and thinning it out with distilled water. It's just, it's night and day. I've actually put a side-by-side picture of trying to, that's why, I mean, DP, you have the, yeah, DP, I recommend, well, you have the mask, so you've seen the quality of the paint that's on that mask. Do you agree that that mask looks amazing with that paint job? You tell me. And how smooth it feels. Oh man, just silky smooth. Bradley, shout out to all the juggalos, MMFF, WCI or L. I don't know, it's the print's too small, my eyesight sucks. Yeah, that paint is just unmatched. It's just unmatched. It's so beautiful. It's such a nice paint. Thank you so much, Pipe Master, for turning me on to that paint. So, yes. This is going to be a really nice, I can't wait to get this on eBay. I'm going to finish herring this today and get busy because I still got, well, I'm not going to touch my brother's yet. I'm still working on the paint job on his face. I'm going to get this haired and let that dry, and then I'm going to start working on the paint job on the flashback over here today, and even possibly starting to paint this guy. And these are all small masks. I don't do the large mask unless somebody orders the large mask, and they better know that they're right, that they have a big head, because that mask is huge. That mask is 26 inches, all right, 26 and maybe a quarter. That's a huge mask. You got to have a big head to fill that one. Yeah, John Hayes, it's with 444. Yeah, it does have that on there. I don't know why the 444 is in there, because that's not what I put in there. But that's the one that they gave me. It is the best, Pipe Master. It's definitely the best paint there is. I don't think there's a better paint for latex mask out there. I really don't. At least with the little bit of knowledge that I have, I haven't found any yet. And I've tried every custom, homemade, make your own paint scheme. I just don't think it works for this kind of mask. When you're dealing with Michael Myers, the paint's got to be right. It's got to be really nice. And it's creamy, smooth, just really nice. So, but let me get off of here, guys. All right, Slipknot, thank you. I got your email. You sent me the picture. I'll look at that when I get done hairing the mask. I'll take a peek at it, and maybe we can do something with it over the over this winter. Once I get done all the retooling, and let's see what we can do. I got a notification from my email. I love it because now with this thing that we did, everything is like, I think that when I post, man, check out the spider flying around on my, is that a spider? Yeah, it's a spider. Look at him right here. Hold on, let me zoom in. Oh, where'd he go? Man, he's flying too, wherever he went. Yep, he disappeared on me. Spider come flying down the curve. What do you guys think of this backdrop? Backdrop's pretty cool. Oh yeah, man. Halloween is the season for me. I love Halloween. It's my favorite time of the year. Like that more than any other time. DP, thank you for the compliment. Screen accurate. And the thing is, like what you're seeing on film here really doesn't captivate the real true look of this mask until it's in your hands, and then you're going, oh my God, this thing's nice, really nice. And then when you put it on, it feels good. It's not too thick, comfortable. It breathes on you really easy. Now this is the small mask right here. It's like 25 inch. It's a 25 inch mask. I tried to go 24. The weird thing is, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. All right, I marked this wrong on here because I thought it would shrink up to that. So my original sculpture, this sculpture right back here, which I'm retooling, and it's going to start. This is going to be the new flashback when I'm done. Now, yeah, that's a spider. He's flying around on my thing. Get out of here. Chasing him away. Anyway, that's 28 inches in diameter. If you go around the scowl and around the top of the ear to the back, the furthest point to the back of the head, that is 28 inches round. Well, a mask usually shrinks up 2 inches every time you like if I make the mold from that clay sculpture, it'll make a 26-inch mask, which is this. All right. Then what you do is you foam fill a 26-inch mask inside the mold that you made from this. You foam fill it, and then you put stone over top of that. And now you've got a 26-inch mask. It's supposed to shrink up to 24. Well, for whatever reason, it only shrunk up to 25, and I don't understand how or why it only shrunk to 25. That should be 24 inches. It's not. It's 25. And I don't know, maybe I have to go with a 27-inch mask. I need the large mask for my brother, so go 27. The first one will be a 25. Nah, it won't work for him. So it's a pain in the ass. It's a nightmare because I literally would have to make a separate mold altogether for him by itself, and then resculpt another clay head and bring that down to a 26-inch sculpture, and then that first mask will come out as a 24-inch mask. So it is what it is. So my masks are 25 inches. Yes, DP24. I know Nick Bulpagano. I'm good friends with Nick Bulpagano, and I definitely want to keep it that way. And that's why I don't want any more criticism on Nick Bulpagano's stuff on my channel. If you guys have a personal beef with him, and I'm not judging anybody, that's not my point. I just don't want my channel being... I don't want criticism on any artist, not just Nick Bulpagano, but anybody's. I don't want anybody other. You want to criticize my artwork, fine. That's what it's here for, and I openly accept the criticism because that's how I've managed to get better at this, by using your guys' criticism, and I've gotten better and better at this. Nick Bulpagano has been doing this for a long time. He has his own company. He has been very helpful with me through the couple of years that I've actually reached out to him numerous times, and I apologize to him for the stuff that went on the channel. I just feel like I can't control people's, what they say on here. But at the same time, if I get a lot of that negativity, I can't upload that video. I don't want that. I don't want those videos uploaded, or I have to heavily edit them. That just makes more work. So I'm just like, you know what? Criticize my stuff. I don't care what you say. Don't care. But other artists, they're not here to defend themselves for whatever reason. I just don't want that. I don't want that negativity. I'm a positive kind of outlook kind of guy. Really am. That's why I came on here, to make this video, to upload it, so Nick understands that I'm doing everything in my power to keep from the negativity or anybody saying anything about his mask or anybody else's mask, not just him, but anybody. I just, myself, I'm on my channel, say what you want. Like I said, I got thick skin, but I will not tolerate racism, just hate speech and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not going to tolerate that. And I won't tolerate somebody just constantly putting stuff up, boom, 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 boom. They'll get blocked in a heartbeat. Got a question for all you guys out there. When somebody's doing that, how do I just block them permanently? Because I know it said 24 hours, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, nah, I'm not. I reported him, that guy that was on. I reported him as throwing hate speech, which it was. It was hate speech. And YouTube will look at that and they'll say it themselves. So, okay, about the Nintendo, I read the whole message, Slipknot. I'll have to look into, once I see the picture, I see what you're looking at, then I'll have a better idea of what you're talking about. Yeah, I really love this, just the way the mouth, the chin, everything looks here. This looks really good on this sculpture. Well, this mask from that sculpture. Super happy with the Night Creeper. The Night Creeper really does give you a really, and seeing this in the dark and in lower lighting is absolutely crazy cool. It really captivates the look of Michael Myers. This isn't made to look exactly like any mask. This is made to look like it captivates. I'll say the closest thing to this sculpture here, this mask, is the Halloween 4 and 5 poster art. That's the closest thing that this looks like. This mask looks more like that than any other mask. Well, it's because I'm close to it, all right, and you can see the color. Colors blended really well. You can see the different colors that are in this. Like when you look, you can see there's yellows in here. There's you can see the shading in here just a little bit. Not a lot. You don't want to overdo it. There's all kinds of different variation colors, scuffing. With scuffing here, you can see the shadowing up underneath the eye cut. A little bit activity here with them. Yeah, you're talking about this here, underneath it here. Yeah, I think you can do this with, like, some people use charcoal, some people use, like, different. I just find that it's hard to blend out the shading right if you don't use airbrush. You have to use airbrush. It's very difficult to get the shadowing just right without airbrush. You really need airbrush. I don't believe, I tried, I mean, believe me, I tried dry brushing, and it feels too, I tried doing just dry brush the whole thing. I didn't like the way it looked. Now, the dry brush looks great. That technique is great on like a Halloween ends mask or 2018, or the ends or kills. Dry brush is the thing to use. Your base coat should be airbrushed though, like the base color, whatever it is. Like if it's a yellowish color, your whole face needs to be airbrushed in that base coat, and then the rest of it is all airbrush or dry brush, because of all the cracks and the little, all that stuff. You're never going to be able to get that to look right with airbrush. So you want your base coat in airbrush, and then you do dry brush with the rest of it. And a little bit at a time, very little. I work in areas like that big around when I'm dry brushing, and I step back and I look at it. Okay, that's blending in nice. That looks good. And then I'll move into an area, like I'll go from here and I'll go to here, or up in here, whatever. The dry brush technique only works with that cracked. It has to have a lot of, like when you're dealing with a smooth surface that the original mask was, you can only do airbrush. I don't believe that dry brush will captivate. So what will happen is with a dry brush, you can have a little dark here, like thicker paint here, and then lighter paint there, and it creates variations in color, and it doesn't give you that creamy smooth look. So that's just my opinion, and there's other people out there that I'm sure that are doing it differently. I just think that if you don't master airbrushing with this mask, you're really cheating yourself with a good outcome. But I'm going to jump off of here because I've been on here quite a long time, and I just wanted to apologize to Nick Mulpagano publicly, and to make sure that I keep this channel from criticizing other people's products or masks or whatever on the channel. That's all. I just want to stop that. I just don't need that kind of trouble. This guy's he's been in the business a long time. I don't want him coming after me or saying negativity things about me either. I wouldn't want that. Jesus. But then again, the proof's in the pudding. It's all about the work. It really comes down to the workmanship that goes in on your product of whatever you're selling. And the more people that get these masks, the better they're going to like it. They're going to like it here. Now, there was a little dry brushing right in here I had to do, because I'll tell you what I did by accident. You can see right inside there, you can see that little dark line. There's a little tiny dark line. What happened was I was charcoaling up underneath the area, like into this area here, and then I was charcoaling up into the eye cut, and a piece of charcoal got on the side of this face, and it got smeared. So this charcoal is a nightmare. You get little tiny crumb anywhere, it'll destroy your mask real quick, and then you have to repaint the whole thing. So I tried to cover that up, but I'm going to airbrush this in and blend it back in now that it's there. But I did blend it nice, so you can't see any brushes. Can't see any brush strokes. See how blended that is? I see a little bit of brush stroking, but I'm going to hide that perfectly once I yeah, you see that little line here? Oh, that's hair. Never mind. You'll see a little scratch line right there. It's not a hair. That's a piece of charcoal that got on there. But that's all right. I didn't mind a little bit there, a little bit, here and there, because then it gives you that natural weathering look. Yes, this is going to go up. This is going to go up on eBay. Hopefully, yeah, it's going to have to be tomorrow night, because I got to do the glue line on the hair here, and that's actually glue. I use a tacky glue for the hairline. This stuff right here. That's what I use. and that glue line has to you have to let that set overnight under a fan to make sure it's nice and strong before you can brush out the hair. Once you brush out the hair, then I can style the hair and then put it up on eBay. The other thing I need to do on eBay is make sure that I put it up at like 7 p.m. at night. So this way, 7 days later, it's ending. The auction ends at 7 p.m. at night, not 12:30 in the afternoon when everybody's at work. So what I need to do is make sure that people are home and it's not too late at night. The thing comes to, comes to an ending around 7 p.m. I think that would be the perfect time. Nah, I'm not doing that. No Elvis haircuts. I can't, I got to, these are for eBay. I want to make it sure that they look exactly like. You want to order one with an Elvis hairstyle? We can do that. But I can't put them up there as a, this is already dry and I love it. But I can still, when this turns completely translucent, that's when you know your latex is dry. But let me jump off of here, guys, and I'll see you on the next update as the hair continues. Get this hair job done, and then I'm going to get painting on this guy outside, get him done, and I'll probably start the paint job on this one as well. Get him ready for eBay. This I'll get to slowly but surely, but I got to worry about eBay. Need to get these things up on eBay for the Halloween season. Do as many as I can, but got to remember, once Halloween comes to an end, I'm probably going to stop putting the mask up. So if you guys are really interested in getting one of these masks, I'd advise you to bid on this sucker, because they're not going to be, it's going to be limited. There's only going to be probably 4 more between now and Halloween. 4, I'm going to say 3 of each one of these masks, maybe this one included, maybe 2 more of these of the flashback, and 2 more or 3 of the FB78 between now and Halloween. So if you're really interested in getting one of these before Halloween gets here, you better go to eBay, and yeah, this is going up on eBay. Look how dark the lips are and everything, man. That's really nice. That's a nice paint job on this. This is the Night Creeper. Night Creeper, baby. This one's really nice. Asylum's in the house. So this is going to be on eBay tomorrow night at 7 p.m. This is going up on eBay. The starting bid will be I'm just going to leave it at $250. Starting bid $250. Buy it now $450, and we'll see what happens. But like I said, the Night Creeper is only going to be available until Halloween's over, and I think I'll probably have a total of 3 of these on there and 3 of the flashbacks. I don't think I have enough time to do any more than that. So if you guys are really interested in getting this mask, you better try and grab it. The trick is to stay alive. It's alive. It's alive. All right, brothers. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. And peace, everyone. I'll see you guys later.